Hi, my name's Stephen Bones and welcome to WildKatt Wednesday. I want to introduce to you Nefertiti, and the reason I brought her out this evening, and I've got another drum by my side as well, which I'm going to introduce you to, is because she wasn't playing at the weekend. She was flat, so when you played her it was like was a lot flatter than that. And I demonstrated that at the Whitelightevents Mind Body Spirit, which was in Chesterfield at the football club over the weekend. And what I did do is I took a team of drums with me. She's a master healing drum, and I took the whole team, and she wouldn't play. And there's a question, why wouldn't she play? By the way, if you see smoke floating about, I do sage. I've got it burning behind me. And if you want to know more about that, go to smoke-signals.co.uk. But this lady wouldn't play. Why? I have no idea. I don't know what these drums are going to do and don't do. I can only surmise that she didn't want to play that day because there was no need for her to. She didn't connect particularly with anybody in that room, or there was nobody needing to feel her energy. And the reason I mention that is because these drums are very different to any other drum or any other sound bath modality of healing, because they have an energy of their own, they have a life of their own, and it's called WildKatt. And WildKatt paints these drums and they become a portal for a particular energy that comes through. So for those of you that were there on Saturday and knew she wasn't playing, she's got an amazing energy, and you can just sit with that and listen to her tones. If you want to connect more, just let me know. I do online sessions for like circles. There's 5 that we put in. It's only £5 a go for 10 minutes as a taster of 10 minutes of drumming, and or I do one-to-one where these guys can get a bit deeper and help us on a deeper level. And what I want to explain about that is, for instance, it came into me, which was why I've got this subject today, while I was doing some work around the herbs. And again, if you want to know more about that, go to smoke-signals.co.uk. And while I'm promoting, don't forget to follow me on here, like, share on Facebook, wherever you are, because the more you can put this out, I would really appreciate it. And what I want to lead on to is what I was reading about was how adrenaline gets pushed into our system when we get into a situation that we don't like. And back in early man, that was called fight or flight. So a big grizzly bear would come and chase you, and you get that feeling, and they would be able to run into the cave, and then it would just diminish. But unfortunately, and I know this all full well, because up until 6 years ago, most of my life was ran on this sort of adrenaline and stress levels, not sleeping, pretty angry most of the time. And I didn't really know at that time that that was what was happening in my life. I didn't realise that's how I was showing up. And I also thought that came with the territory of doing the work I was doing at that time. And when I mean work, I mean working for a living, paying the bills. So if you're drawn to these drums and you're not sleeping, or you're not relaxing, or you feel stressed, or there's something not right, not missing, then contact me and let's have a talk about it. You can go to my website, stephenbones.com, and on there you can book a free call with me to have a chat. You can message me, again, whatever you want to do, and I can give you information. And that's really what these guys do. They are incredible. This one was painted by WildKatt in 2023. She's an incredible healer in her own right, and I've seen some amazing things happen when she starts playing with energy. And she gave me very kindly this guy who I want to introduce you to, and he wasn't playing at all. He was absolutely flat. She gave him to me and said, he'll protect your home, hang him on the wall. And I'd only got one drum, which was Paolo the Indian in the background there, and I literally took him out and he never played. Then about 6 months ago I just tapped him, and he's got a very deep resonating energy, but he plays. And again, he wasn't playing on Saturday. Any of you that were at that event will know he wasn't playing on Saturday, but he's got a lovely deep tone to him. And then when you play him for a bit, he changes. Can you hear him changing? And I'm not doing anything, I'm just holding him, and he's changing. So that's why these drums are very different. They have their own energy. They help you in very, very, very many ways. And if you want to connect with me, or you get drawn to the drums, because that's why I demonstrate them on a WildKatt Wednesday, because the more people that connect with these drums, the more that they'll get drawn into them and then come and have a chat with me. And you could come to a drum circle, a physical one. We have one this Friday, and they're pretty good. That one is in this area, which is in the Peak District between Matlock and Bakewell roughly, and we are looking at starting other circles elsewhere. So if you're really interested and you're drawn to the drums, or you want any further information, you can get me at stephenbones.com. You'll get me on Facebook under Stephen Bones, and I'm on Instagram, although I've just got my Facebook link to that. I'm on LinkedIn, which I just put content out on there as well. So that's me, that's WildKatt Wednesday, that's what I wanted to cover. Thank you very much for listening, and please again, like, share, follow, and just see what, and go for notifications as well on YouTube, because I do put a video out every Wednesday, and we do have guests on from time to time. So thanks for listening, and we will speak soon. Take care.